Hey, good morning, Tony. This is a demo video I'm doing real quick for you for your Warsabers Starkiller. I have not heard back from you for your fonts yet, but I'm sitting down this morning to do some demos. And basically the point of these is to show functionality, so I figured I would do this now. And then I can send you a short video once I put your fonts on to show you that they're working, and then send this off to you hopefully today. All right. This is a very nice Starkiller from Warsabers. I'm a huge Starkiller fan. I think they did a fantastic job here. I did do some light weathering to this guy. Now, on the emitter for the heat staining, that came heat stained already from them. I just lightly weathered the rest of the saber. It may not show up very well on video, but I did send you some pictures, so hopefully you like the way that came out. This is installed with the Proffie. It is a 2-button setup, so your front switch up here will be your power. You will need to press that a little bit. It's a pretty firm press, all right. And then your back switch back here is your auxiliary, all right. To get to your chassis, what you want to do is open up the handle. Now, I did do a little something different than what this kit was intended for, and we'll go into that here in a second. Take this off. This is what your chassis looks like. This is an older chassis that I had designed, I think, for their V3 model, but it fit this one also. This was back when I was playing with some brass rotting in my chassis and stuff like that. So I went ahead and I still put that in there. Your Proffie board here, easy access to your SD card, micro USB, fully enclosed 28mm SO speaker, and a removable battery setup. Okay. Now, the kit was intended to leave the handle on, maybe have a static battery, and then charge it from here. I did not wire that up. This is a dummy port that you don't want to use, or don't plug anything into it. It's not going to do anything for you. I made the decision that a removable battery was better than having a recharge port, so that was the only thing that differed there. Plus, it took a few more components in order for this to work, and I didn't think it was necessary. Okay, so I made this nice and clean back here, easy access to your battery. What I did use, though, from the kit was their 6-pixel accent strip, which is located behind the crystal chamber. That will light up. I'll show you that here in a second. I've only got one font on it for now. And then I used their 2-pixel PCB for the actual crystal. All right, so on this particular one, what I've got it doing, I've got the crystal pulsing, you know, when the saber's off, and then I have it going to a solid red when the saber is on, that you'll see in a moment. And then I'm using a blade style, a custom blade style that I have in the back that I usually use on the Fallen Order sabers for the back pommel, kind of like a damaged area. All right, so let's throw a battery in. You've got a Carl Chen PCB in here. You got plenty of blade depth, so that's very cool. Throw a battery in. We'll throw this handle on real quick and talk about it. This handle has a grub screw that I'm not going to use for this demo. It's got a grub screw right here. The intended purpose for that is to lock these rods on the handle in an orientation. On a Starkiller, you can have a cross orientation with your handle, which is kind of like what you've got right here. If I were to, if I went like this, that's considered the cross orientation. Or if you wanted to go like this, you'd have an X orientation with your stuff, and then you could lock that down with that grub screw. All right, that's what that's for. So if you don't turn on the saber right away, the crystal chamber will time out, but we'll just hit auxiliary as if we were going to another sound font. Apologize. this is my font, and that it's called the apologize font. But anyway, you got your crystal chamber pulsing there until we turn it on. So it will flicker on and off, on, off, while the crystal stays red. Some cool shine through here. More shine through here. And of course in here, right? And this saber is loud. you've got twist off. We'll throw a blade in here. This is set up for a full-length blade, or it will be by the time I send it to you, but for now, I'm just going to use my test blade. This is a TriStar test blade from Space Windu. Using this as your blade retention, this guy right here. So you don't have to use this guy, although this is here for additional blade retention. It goes through all the way to the blade socket if that's something that you want to do. I find that it's not necessary though. Loud. Music track. And of course, to play that, it's a long press on the power when the saber's off. And to turn it off is the same thing, just one more long press, like a 1 second press. All right, and then this only has the one font, but if you wanted to trade fonts, you just hit auxiliary when the saber's off. So one more time. Solid. When this thing is put together, it's very solid. Just like that. All right, so we can take the blade out. Pop that out, tighten this back up. When we're here and take the handle off. And then when we're done, we can come over here from the positive side of the battery by the speaker and pop it out just like that. And that's basically your Warsabers Starkiller. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will try also to get this out in the mail to you today. Thanks.